probably more damage than the Dragon Claw, and then we are going to try to catch a Thunder Punch. So we are able to catch a Thunder Punch, so now we actually have a lot more energy on our Alolan Muk there. And they actually do a very nice undercharge themselves, so they get an extra Volt Switch through. And we're going to do one more Snarl and then go for this Dark Pulse here. And I think we might still be able to take this. Let's see. Sludge Wave. Okay, yeah, we win. Okay, so definitely a very close match there. I don't know. I don't think I would have won that if I hadn't done that sack swap. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is shraydee, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about a Pokemon that I think is going to make a really great safe switch. And I ended up going, what was it, 17 and 8? Well, then I went 4 and 1 after that. So 21 and 9. Yeah, 21 and 9 with this team. So if you guys are looking for a good team for Ultra Premier, I've got that for you. Before we get into the video, I was just going to say, if you guys want to talk to me further, I would appreciate if you follow me on Twitter. I'm not too active on Twitter because I just made the account when I started this YouTube account. So, but I do want to try to get more into social media. So if you guys want to talk to me, head on over to Twitter. My handle's right here underneath my face. Or if you want to talk to me, I guess more directly, you can join my Discord server. There's a link in that for the description, or in the description. I can't talk. All right. Anyway, so let's take a look at the safe switch I'm going to be talking about. It's going to be this big blob of boogers and goo over here, Alolan Muk. So Alolan Muk is like a Venusaur's worst nightmare, and with the amount of Venusaurs we're going to be seeing around, the one reason I think it makes a really great safe switch is it hits almost everything for at least neutral damage. Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything that it gets walled by. Now, I'm sure there are things that it gets walled by, but it can even, I mean, it hits a Swampert for neutral damage, which, you know, obviously Swampert is a good counter to Alolan Muk, but if they bait with Hydro Cannon and you don't shield it, and you land 2 Dark Pulses, well, you can actually win that. So let's take a look at the team that I'm going to be running with this big blob of boogers and goo. I've got Machamp in the lead with Counter, Rock Slide, and Cross Chop. And then I have Charizard with Fire Spin, Blast Burn, and Dragon Claw. And then I've got the big boogery man himself, Alolan Muk, with Snarl, Sludge Wave, and Dark Pulse. And you can run Gunk Shot instead of Sludge Wave if you'd like to. Costs more energy, but it does a lot more damage, so that's up to you. And as you can see, the IVs on my Pokemon are not great. I've had some people ask me about the IVs, and they're like, why the hell do you use these crappy Pokemon? Well, they were just what was powered up. So, like, I have a Machamp. I have, like, a rank 3 Machamp, and it's actually a shiny, rank 2 shiny Machamp. But it's going to cost me, like, 200,000 dust just to power it up, so I'm just using this crappy one for now. And it does the same job. I'm sure there's a lot of matches that I could have won because I had better IV, or if I had better IVs, but I don't really care that much, if I'm being honest. All these Pokemon do the same job, and the reason I powered up my Alolan Muk, which has 15 attack, which is terrible for PvP, the reason I powered it up is because it's shiny. So it does extra damage. Alright, so still in rank 8 here, but as you're going to see, I'm going to go up against a bunch of rank 10 players. Well, they're rank 9, but they hit rank 10 last season. So, this is a very good showcase of this team, and I've got 3 sets, but I think I might just show you guys 2. So we get a good lead here. This Blaziken is taking neutral damage from all of our attacks, including the Rock Slide because of the fighting and fire typing there. But we're just going to go for Cross Chops because Blaziken is very squishy, and this person is hoarding their energy, and at this point I'm just going to let my Machamp go down because I got both shields off of them, so I feel good about this. So I'm going to go down to a Blaze Kick, and then I think I'm going to come in, with the Alolan Muk and try to farm down. Charizard, okay. Oh, I actually... I do a stupid switch. I actually don't know why I did that. I was trying to catch a Stone Edge, but it was actually a Brave Bird, so it didn't really work. I guess most people are probably not going to be running Stone Edge, but I've seen too many, you know, it costs an Elite TM to get a Stone Edge. But whatever, I caught a Brave Bird, so I'm okay with that. And then they come in with a Venusaur, which means whatever they have in the back also does not want to see the Alolan Muk. So I'm actually going to shield this. And, okay, never mind, just going to let it go down. Alright, we're going to leave it up to Charizard. Charizard's going to be able to farm down this Venusaur. I am going to spend a shield because Sludge Bomb will do about a little more than 50% of Charizard's health. So we're just going to farm all the way down, and now we've got a Dragon Claw, almost have a Blast Burn, and let's see what's in the back. If they come back out with a Blaziken, then whatever's in the back does not want to see. Okay, it's an Alolan Muk. I don't know why they didn't come out with the Alolan Muk instead of the Venusaur, but this is fine too because I have the shield advantage. This Blast Burn is going to do massive damage here, and then all I have to do is go for this Dragon Claw, and I actually win the CMP, so they're not even able to get a charge move off. They're probably going for like a Sludge Wave, I would imagine, and then the Blaziken's going to come back in and probably just get farmed down. So, yeah. As you can see, this team working out. I wouldn't recommend doing that dumb little switch that I did because most people are probably not going to be running a Stone Edge Blaziken. But I wanted to be cool, alright? I saw the rank 10 pose and I'm like, I'll show you rank 10, you dumb expletive. Alright, so we pick up a good lead here against the Lapras doing super effective damage, and they are staying in apparently. I probably should have gone for the Rock Slide here because it seems like they're probably just going to sack this Lapras. But I'm going to go for the Cross Chop, and like I said, they're not going to shield. I'm going to let this first Surf come through, but I'll probably shield the second one, because if they're staying in, there's something else in the back that doesn't want to see this Machamp, and I'd like to keep it alive if I can. So we're counting their Ice Shards here, and they actually switch into a Charizard, and we have a Rock Slide, so I think they were trying to catch a Cross Chop, but instead they're going to catch a Rock Slide. But we do get a shield, and then I am taking my sweet time here, and I go for another Cross Chop. Hopefully they think this is a Rock Slide. Nope, okay, they're not dumb. Not daft. Alright, so we're going to switch into our Charizard here because we're going to be resisting the Blast Burn, and I want to save the Alolan Muk for the last Pokemon, and they decide to bait with Dragon Claw, so now I still have the shield advantage, so I'm going to go straight for Blast Burn because this will kill, and I don't expect to shield since I have the shield advantage. They're coming back in with the Lapras, I guess because they have a Surf loaded, so I'm going to go ahead and shield this and then farm the Lapras down. And let's see what's in the back. Venusaur? Oh no, it's an Cavalier. Okay, so yep. GG to this opponent. Unfortunately, I just had a Charizard in the back and they had an Cavalier. So this is actually the reason I put Charizard on this team, because Cavalier has just been a pain in my butt. I've been running a lot of teams that are fully weak to Cavalier. For example, the Dragonite, Venusaur, Obstagoon line that I was running. Actually, I don't think I showed you guys the one with Obstagoon, but I was running that same team with Machamp as well as Snorlax. But either way, Cavalier is good against all those Pokemon. So I put Charizard in. You know, I'm sick of these damn Cavaliers. I'm putting a counter in. So we got a really good counter to Cavalier now. Alright, we pick up another positive lead here, and this person's actually switching out into a Gengar. We are going to take our damn sweet time switching out, but we do switch to our Alolan Muk, which is a hard wall to this this Gengar here, and if they start building up a lot of energy, I'm definitely going to shield, because they're probably going to go for a Focus Blast. If you're running Gengar as a safe switch, a lot of times, and I shielded this at the very last second, and I actually thought I didn't shield it, because I don't know if you guys saw that, but it didn't look like I shielded it. But I fortunately did at literally the last millisecond, and I shielded a Focus Blast. So that would have done so much damage. Alright, so they're going to come back in with a Lapras here. And I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave, because most Laprases don't shield. It's kind of the same way if you're going up against a Snorlax. They don't like to shield because they don't need to, because they're very tanky. So I'm just going to go for the heavy hitting move there, not expecting a shield, and they are building up towards a Skull Bash. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this Dark Pulse before they get the Skull Bash through, and they still aren't shielding. So that was actually a CMP tie, and it's actually an Ice Beam coming through that's going to take us out, and then we actually are going to, okay, I was going to say come in with the Charizard, but that's fine too. And then there's a Meganium in the back, and then I'm going to go for Rock Slide. Rock Slide is more energy efficient, even though it doesn't get stab on it, just because it's a way better move. And then we're going to switch into our Charizard, which is a very hard wall to Meganium. You don't see very many Meganiums in the Ultra Premier Cup. I guess, well, I mean, there's a lot of other Pokemon that you need to max out that I see a lot of. So I don't know why you don't see many Meganiums. It's a pretty good pick. But yeah, as you can see, still going up against purely rank 9 people. I don't know. I guess there's got to be a hidden ELO system. Alright, so we pick up a very negative lead because Gengar is going to be triple resisting the fighting type attacks. So we're going to switch into our Charizard because our Alolan Muk is a hard wall to Gengar. So we want to save our Alolan Muk for that Gengar down the line. That's why we switched into our Charizard instead of the Alolan Muk that time. And I should have gone for Dragon Claw here, but I wanted to make sure it killed. But yeah, a Dragon Claw plus one Fire Spin would have taken out the Snorlax, so I could have actually left that matchup with some energy. I actually did that twice recently. And then I realized afterwards that I should just be going for Dragon Claw there. But either way, now we're going to come in with the... Okay, coming in with the Machamp. That's great, because I wanted to save the Alolan Muk for the Gengar. And I'm actually going to shield this, this Dragon Claw to encourage my opponent to also shield, because we're going for the Cross Chop. And they do a very nice switch into their Gengar, because that was not a CMP tie. And then we're going to switch into our Muk, and we do the exact same thing to him, so we were able to catch whatever charge move this is. It's just a Shadow Punch that is obviously resisted, and then this is very good for us. We're actually just going to sit here and farm up a bunch of energy. This is way too quick to be a Focus Blast, so we're going to let it come through. It's a Sludge Bomb. It's going to do more damage than the Shadow Punch, obviously, but we're going to build up a lot of energy here, going for back-to-back Dark Pulses in case they shield, or if they don't shield, we have the Dark Pulse. Well, they're not going to shield. There's no way. And then the Dragonite's going to come back in, and we've got a Dark Pulse ready. And we're going to throw this and probably get a shield here. They don't shield. Okay, interesting. This is going to be very iffy because we can't farm down. Well, we're going to try. We're going to try to farm down with Machamp. We're going to shield just because we're going to have to. And we are able to farm down with Machamp. Okay, Machamp having that very high attack stat is able to farm down the Dragonite, even though the fighting type moves are resisted because of Dragonite's flying typing. So there we go. Hey, we finally get matched up against a rank 8 player. If I lose this one, I'm going to be so proud of this rank 8 person. Alright, so we pick up a good lead because we're going to be resisting the dark type attacks, and we're going to be doing neutral damage with every single move that we have. This was a Dark Pulse, 100%. Four Snarls to a Dark Pulse. So you definitely want to be building up towards the Sludge Wave to throw your opponent off, make your opponent think that you're going for the heavier hitting move, because Dark Pulse is resisted. Maybe they weren't sure about the typing, but as a fighting type, we are going to resist the dark type attacks. So they're not shielding anything, and we're actually going to be able to counter down. So that was way easier than I expected to be. Oh, they're saving their shields for this Dragonite, and we're actually just going to go for the Rock Slide here because we're not going to be able to get to 2 charge moves because Shadow Dragonite is just going to obliterate us. So we're actually going to switch into our Charizard, hoping that they switch out, but they're staying in. We're going to shield this Dragon Claw, and then they're going to switch into an Ampharos, which is very, very bad for us. I have a feeling that this trainer is actually going to win this, because we're taking super effective damage from the electric type attacks here, and as you can see, they are adding up very quickly. A Thunder Punch would do like 75% of Charizard's health, so we're going to let that go down, and then I think we're going to come in with the Machamp and not shield a thing. Let's see if that's what we... Oh wait, our Machamp has nowhere near enough health, never mind. This is just a Thunder Punch, so I think we're going to let it go through, but unfortunately the Dragon Breaths are going to do so much damage, probably more damage than the Dragon Claw, and then we are going to try to catch a Thunder Punch. So we are able to catch a Thunder Punch, so now we actually have a lot more energy on our Alolan Muk there. And they actually do a very nice undercharge themselves, so they get an extra Volt Switch through. And we're going to do one more Snarl and then go for this Dark Pulse here. And I think we might still be able to take this. Let's see. Sludge Wave. Okay, yeah, we win. Okay, so definitely a very close match there. I don't think I would have won that if I hadn't done that sack swap. So yeah. If you got, and I finally remembered what the count is. I used to think it was 3 Volt Switches to a Thunder Punch, but now I realize that it's 3 Volt Switches to the first Thunder Punch, and then 2 to the second, 3 to the third, 2 to the fourth, etc., etc. So, was able to do that sack swap, even though I normally forget about that. All right, I'll see you guys in just a minute for the next set. All right, guys, we are back for the second set. I think I might actually put 3 sets in this video. So, if you guys aren't willing to watch, however long this video is, I'm totally going to understand. I really don't care. But yeah, I'm going to put 3 sets in this video just because I've got three good sets to show you guys. So, we pick up a good lead, and they're going to switch into their Shadow Machamp, and we actually are going to stay in this fight because we have an energy advantage. So we should be able to, I mean, we're going to lose CMP, but we have the energy, we have more energy, so we don't need to worry about a CMP as long as they don't get an extra 2 counters in, which they just got an extra counter in there because of the lag, but that's okay. So we're going to throw this Cross Chop, and we get both shields, and then at this point, we're going to shield and counter all the way down because they're not going to be able to get to another Cross Chop before they get countered down. So we're able to win the lead. I almost did the Cross Chop, but realized that I didn't have to. And then they're going to come in with Venusaur. Probably should have gone for the Rock Slide there, but I wasn't sure if I was going to survive. It's a Shadow Venusaur, so very nice. We're going to switch into our Alolan Muk so we don't get farmed down. And they are staying in, strangely. We have 2 good responses to this Venusaur. That's why I switched out. And they're going to come back in with the Empoleon, which I knew was going to happen. So now we're okay. We'll be alright. We got to take out this this dude here, this weird looking penguin man. So we're going to be able to take him out because we had such a huge energy lead. And then we are going to have to go for this Dark Pulse, but we're not able to get to it, but that's fine. We have a Charizard, so able to take this win pretty cleanly. Could even try to do some stupid shit like, you know, catch a Sludge Bomb on our Machamp, but there's no need for it. No need to flex. Just gonna go for the Dragon Claw and take out the Shadow Venusaur. Very nice Pokemon. I always love to see those Shadow Pokemon that you're almost required to use an Elite TM to use properly. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to get Frenzy Plant on a Shadow Venusaur without an Elite TM, you're gonna have to wait till December Community Day and evolve a Shadow Ivysaur to get it. Alright, so I wasn't sure how this was gonna go, but we're gonna build up to the Rock Slide and then throw the Cross Chop. I realize now that I probably should throw the Rock Slide because Kingdra is a lot tankier than I thought, but he actually shields, so never mind. And then we're gonna shield as well, but I think we're gonna lose this lead just because the Dragon Breaths do a lot more damage. Fortunately, we don't get the debuff, so that's really good. And then we should have just thrown the Rock Slide here, but we're gonna go for this Cross Chop. And yep, they don't shield. And we're actually able to take the win. Okay, so apparently in the one shield we win if we throw the Cross Chop here. Probably no, Rock Slide would be resisted. Okay, so Past Shraydee knows what he's doing. Ground types resist rock. So gonna go in with the Charizard, I believe, so we can throw a Dragon Claw because Flygon's gonna be running Earth Power and Dragon Claw as their charge moves, and Earth Power is gonna be resisted by Charizard because of the flying typing. Normally is double resisted, but since Charizard is also a fire type, it is just single resisted. So we're going to let this come through because we know it's probably just going to be a Dragon Claw and it's not going to do much damage. And here comes another Dragon Claw, but not going to take us out. We're waiting for the switch here, and they're not switching out, and I am not hitting my fast moves because I'm thinking about switching, but we're going to go for this Dragon Claw. It's going to take it out. And then let's see what's in the back. It's going to be a Granbull, so we are going to switch into our Muk, and this is GG for this Granbull here because we're going to go for the Sludge Wave. Granbull is very squishy, and because of that fairy typing, this Sludge Wave is going to be super effective. So, bye-bye. Okay, doke. So, we also have 2 good responses in the back to a Charmer. That's why I really like this team, because Machamp does not want to see a Charmer, doesn't want to really see a Venusaur, so we've got 2 good responses in the back. Those, if you guys are designing teams, the best kind of teams are the ones where your lead Pokemon is what you base the team around. So you're going to put 2 Pokemon in the back that can cover your lead Pokemon's weakness. Alright, so we pick up, this is a very shield dependent matchup here. We're going to shield, and it is a Blast Burn that would have taken us out. So we're going to build up way past the Rock Slide here, and then we're going to throw the Rock Slide to hopefully throw them off and think we're going for a bait. And we do throw them off. They do take the shield advantage, and they're coming in with a Togekiss. I'm going to go for this Rock Slide, and then I think I'm going to switch out. I don't remember though. Let's see. Yep, we're going to switch out into our Muk because Charizard is going to be resisting the charms there. And this opponent is going to stay in and go for a charge move. I'm going to let it come through. It's an Aerial Ace. Let's see if it was a CMP tie. It was a CMP tie, so this Sludge Wave is going to be super effective because of the fairy typing as well. And we get a shield. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get to another charge move, but like I said, we've got a Charizard as well. And they have revealed that they have Aerial Ace, so we don't need to worry about an Ancient Power, because Ancient Power would be double super effective. So we're going to wait out the clock a little bit, and then I think I let it go because we know it's going to be an Aerial Ace. It is an Aerial Ace, and then let's see. We're staying in. We don't want to overfarm too much because even though the charms are resisted, they do a lot of damage because Charizard's very squishy. And then they've got a Tangrowth in the back. And I don't think that was necessarily over, but since I had a shield, I can understand wanting to back out there. But yeah, Tangrowth can beat Charizard a lot of the time because of that Rock Slide being double super effective. So okay, going into the next match, we pick up another positive lead, going to do super effective damage. I love seeing those Alolan Golems. That's one of my favorite Pokemon in the Ultra League. So we're going to switch, counter switch this Venus. I think I probably should have... No. This is good, because that Alolan Golem would absolutely destroy the Charizard here. So we're going to go in with the Charizard, because we want to align these Pokemon correctly. And we can easily win this. Don't expect a shield here. We're going to have to shield if we want to win. But we decide to let it go. And it is a Frenzy Plant. Huge call there. My god. Yeah, I would just go for Sludge Bomb if you're the Venusaur. Because there's, you know, it takes one extra Vine Whip to get to. And if there's that chance that the opponent doesn't shield, you know. So we're going to go for this Blast Burn. Even though it's resisted, it is going to be hitting a lot heavier than the Dragon Claw would be. So we're going to come back in with the Machamp, they're going to come in with the Charizard, and we're going to counter switch to our Muk. And then this is, again, we've both got 2 shields, so this is going to be, this seems very quick. And we don't shield it like a fool, so this is not good. Why didn't we shield that? We have 2 shields. Okay, this is fine. We're going to go for back-to-back Dark Pulses here. Get one off, and then we get the second, and then that Fire Spin actually was in between our charge moves, so we're going to go down after the second one. And then we're going to try to counter down, I think. Probably just going to shield whatever this Charizard throws, because I'm feeling pretty stupid about not shielding that Blast Burn. And of course they bait now. We actually are going to go for the Dragon Claw, because we don't want to have to use any more shields here. Or the Cross Chop, I don't know why I said Dragon Claw. They actually shield it. Okay, since they shielded, I'm just going to match shields here. And it's just a Dragon Claw. I'm not sure why they shielded there. Okay. Okay, it doesn't really matter. We were able to win this. I don't know. I think I would have gone for the Blast Burn, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I guess they just wanted the shield, but that Alolan Golem didn't really have any energy, so the shield wasn't really beneficial to them. Getting my shields wasn't too beneficial to them. Okay, going into the next battle, we pick up a Dragonite lead. This is not what you like to see. You gotta land a Rock Slide in order to win this, but as you can see, the counters actually do a lot of damage because Dragonite's pretty squishy in the Ultra League. We are gonna shield and then probably build up to the Rock Slide and then bait with Cross Chop. That's a pretty classic move here. We're actually gonna go for the Rock Slide this time. I switch it up. I don't know. There's no real rhyme or reason to which charge move I decide to throw. So we're actually probably gonna, we have a lot of energy, so this might be worth a shield, but we're gonna actually let it go. And then come in with the Alolan Muk. Dragonite is a big threat. If you run into a Dragonite lead and you don't take it out quickly, it's gonna do so much damage to your whole team. So we're gonna go for this Dragon Claw. Unfortunately, they got to a charge move here, and we're not gonna shield. This is rough. It's gonna do a lot of damage, and then we're gonna go for the Dragon Claw. Hopefully they don't shield this, because if they do, then this Dragonite's gonna go on a freaking tear. So they don't shield. They come in with the Snorlax, and we should be able to get to this Blast Burn before. Nope, just kidding. I think we're gonna shield and then switch out. Save the Blast Burn for later. That is what I do. So we have Blast Burn loaded on our old boy over there, and they come in with an Cavalier, so this is not looking too good for us. Drill Run is going to be super effective because of our poison typing, but we are going to be able to get off this one dart. Actually, we're going to be able to get off 2 because we're going to survive a Drill Run. Just barely, but we will survive this Drill Run. And we are able to get to the Dark Pulse, even though there's lag. God, it always scares me when I get that little, you know, screen stutter. So they don't shield for some reason. And then licks are resisted. Yeah, I surrendered. There was no win condition there. We were just going to go in with the Charizard and then get body slammed. So able to go 4-1 in this second set here. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys in just a minute for the third set. Alright, let's take a look at this last set that I've got for you guys. So I picked the best sets here. I only went negative with this team twice, and I went 2 and 3 in both of those negative sets. But other than that, I went 5-0, 4-1, 4-1, and 4-1. So this is a very strong team. All right, so again, this is a very iffy matchup here, and we're just gonna shield this. I mean, we're doing pretty much the same thing. Wait a minute. Yep, this is a different set. Okay, so we're actually gonna bait with Cross Chop this time. And we do get a shield, which is very nice for us. And then we are going to throw the Rock Slide. It looks like we somehow got there before they got to the Dragon Claw. Maybe they were just holding on to the energy. Rock Slide's going to go through, and they are going to double shield, which is actually fine with me. And then they're going to try to farm me down, but I'm going to get to this Cross Chop, but this is not going to KO. So we're going to lose the lead here, unfortunately. And then we're going to come in and farm with our Alolan Muk. Just going to let this come through. Could be a Hurricane, but it's just a Dragon Claw. I was going to say, I don't think they were close enough to a Hurricane there. They're going to come in with a Snorlax, which probably means there's like a Venusaur or something in the back, so I'm actually fine with this. Alolan Muk's going to do pretty good against Snorlax just because it's going to be resisting the licks because of the Dark type. on Alolan Muk there. I'm going to resist the ghost type attacks. Could shield this. I thought it might be a superpower, but it's just a body slam. And then, I don't know why I didn't go for the Sludge Wave there, because this Dark Pulse is not going to KO. Oh, okay, because I want to get some farm on my Charizard. Oh, and they actually throw their charge move as well, so this is good for us. Because we want to get some extra energy on our Charizard, and let's hope they don't switch out here, but they do, and it's a Venusaur in the back, so I called that one properly. I knew that there was going to be a Venusaur in the back. Because Alolan Muk's going to do well against both of those Pokemon, but Snorlax is the better response in that scenario, so unfortunately I just had a Charizard waiting in the back for that Venusaur. Gonna go into the next battle here. I haven't really been paying attention, but I think I have gone up against a few rank 8 people. I know I saw one earlier in this recording, but not many. It's mostly rank 9 people, and I'm still not even close to rank 9. Alright, so we pick up a positive lead, and they're staying in here. We're going to be doing super effective damage with the fighting type attacks because of Snorlax normal typing, and it looks like they're just going to sack their Snorlax here. We're going to let this come through. It's just a body slam. It's going to do a lot of damage. And then they're going to switch into a Venusaur, and we're going to go into our Charizard here. I don't know. Honestly, I think Alolan Muk is probably a better response to a Venusaur. We're going to let this Sludge Bomb come through, just because Alolan Muk is going to resist all of the charge moves, whereas Venusaur can hit Charizard for neutral damage with the Sludge Bomb. And we're going to go for this Dragon Claw here, because they shielded, so this won't KO, but it'll come close. And I think we're gonna let this go, and I was gonna say we're gonna let this go and then farm with our Alolan Muk, but we're just gonna keep the Snorlax alive here and spend 1 shield. And then the Snorlax is gonna come back in, which is telling me that this something in the back does not want to see this Charizard. What is it? It's a Charizard. Not sure about that. They just gave me some extra energy by coming in with the Snorlax there. So we're gonna bait with Dragon Claw, and then we're able to get to, actually that was not a bait. I was hoping that I could get to 2 charge moves. So we are able to get to 2 charge moves. So 2 Dragon Claws is going to do more damage than 1 Blast Burn would. And I'm going to have to call this. Please shield it. Okay, we shielded Blast Burn because we knew they had a lot of energy there. So we're going to just build up to 2 Dark Pulses here and then throw both of them. I was really hoping they weren't going to get to a Blast Burn, and it looks like we're gonna be okay. A Blast Burn wouldn't KO anyway, I don't think. We'd survive with just like a smidgen of health. So able to take out the Charizard there, and we are able to win with 3 Pokemon. So again, a lot of the wins that I've had with this team were like overwhelming wins. But then after all this nonsense, what did I say? I went 21 and 9, something like that. I can't remember what it was, but after all that, I tried it again today, and I went 2 and 3, so I stopped playing. But okay, we pick up another positive lead here. We're gonna do neutral damage with all of our attacks. We're gonna bait with Cross Chop, as either one is gonna do a lot of damage. So we expect a shield. They don't shield, interestingly enough. And then we get some lag, and they built up a lot of energy, so I'm going to go ahead and shield because this could be an Iron Head. Night Slash is going to be resisted, and it is an Iron Head, and then we're just going to counter down, and now we've got a Rock Slide ready for whatever comes in. It's going to be an Ampharos, and we're actually going to go for Cross Chop because we have 2 Cross Chops. So, I don't know, could go for a Cross Chop and then a Rock Slide, but we're actually just going to go for back-to-back Cross Chops, and we get a little bit of lag, and then get a Volt Switch through. Always love to see that. Alright, and they're still not shielding. Okay. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to farm us down, even though that would be, you know, ideal for them. But the counters just do a lot of damage. We're going to come in with our Muk, and this is way too short to be a Focus Blast. I believe it takes 5 Volt Switches to get to a Focus Blast, so we're going to let this Thunder Punch come through, and then we're going to try to farm all the way down. Might have to, okay, I was going to say might have to eat another Thunder Punch, but we don't. And there's a Lapras in the back, and this is going to be a very uphill battle. I should have gone for the Sludge Wave first, because I don't expect it. Well, they've cut 2 shields. That's why I went for the Dark Pulse. And we're going for back-to-back Dark Pulses. I'm pretty sure Sludge Wave is more energy efficient, so, and they're still not shielding. What in the heck is going on here? This is good. I don't think we're going to win this one. Let's see. Surf is coming through, and we're going to come in with our Charizard, and then we're just going to Fire Spin. Because there's no reason to throw a charge move here. We're just going to shield this. We can survive a Surf. The Ice Shards are hitting for neutral damage because of our Fire and Flying typing. And they give up. Huh. So we win. I really expected a loss there, but I guess they realized that they probably should have been using those shields, because we were just gonna win and they would have gone down with 2 shields. But yeah, we would have survived on another Surf there, and we should have been able to Fire Spin down. So Alright, so this is it's a pretty neutral matchup. I'm pretty sure Swampert is favored to win in this, but the counters are doing a lot more damage than the Mudshots are. So we don't have to shield the first Hydro Cannon there, and they get an extra Mudshot through. We actually get to the charge moves at the same time, but he got an extra Mudshot in, so not too great for us. And as you can see, the counters are adding up here. So we're about even. We're going to shield this, and then we're going to build up some energy, and then probably force a CMP tie. Yep, we're trying to anyway. And then if they shield this, we can actually just shield and then farm down. So it looks like we're gonna have to go for a shield disadvantage here, unfortunately, but we will take switch advantage, which is good. Let's see what they come in with. They're gonna come in with a Ninetales. Oh man, you don't see that very often, do you? So this cross chop's gonna do neutral damage. Rock Slide would have been super effective, so we get a shield there, and it's actually a Powder Snow Ninetales. I thought it would have been a Charm Ninetales. So we are going to come in with the Alolan Muk because we are going to be resisting the fairy type attacks. I actually don't know what charge moves this is. Okay, Ice Beam coming through. That does a good amount of damage. CP is 2290, and we're going to go for the Sludge Wave. We don't know. I've never been in this matchup before, so we don't know what charge move to go for, but we know Sludge Wave is super effective, so we're going to go for that. And then we're able to get to this Dark Pulse. I think they're probably going to attempt to farm down here, so we're going to switch out after this. And they have an energy advantage here, but we have a health advantage, so I think we should be able to win this. All we have to do is go for one Blast Burn. Actually, I think by the time we get to the Dragon Claw, yeah, I think the Dragon Claw plus one Fire Spin is going to be enough. So able to take the win there. Oh, just kidding. Okay, just the Dragon Claw is enough. So no need to go for the Blast Burn in that scenario. Dragon Claw was enough. So as you can see, I'm still able to win, even with the crappy IVs that I have on all of these Pokemon. And I'm able to win against rank 9 trainers when I'm in rank 8. So, it's a good team. It's a very good team. I'd very much recommend this team. It's very strong. Alright, picking up another positive lead here. They're going to switch into their Dragonite. And I think we're going to, excuse me, build up to the Rock Slide bait with Cross Chop. We're going to shield this Dragon Claw. And then I think after this, we're going to switch into our Charizard? I don't know. Let's see how I play this. We get a shield. Okay, it looks like we're just staying in. I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide now. Let's see if they want to go 2 shields. They do not, so we're able to take that Dragonite out. And then they are going to come in with a Gallade. And I should have switched out there because their switch timer was still locked. But that's fine. We got 2 good responses to this Gallade. Again, like I said, Machamp is going to be very weak to Gallade. And you have 2 good responses in the back to a Gallade. Because they're going to have to go for close combat against this Alolan Muk. That's the only thing that's going to hit for neutral. And it was actually a CMP tie, so that's really good for us because they're going to probably have to shield this Dark Pulse. And then they're going to switch into their Abomasnow, and we've got a Charizard. Unfortunately, we don't have any shields left, and these Weather Balls, the Ice-type Weather Ball is going to do neutral damage because of our Fire and Flying typing. Fire resisting, and then Flying taking super effective from it. I think I could have gone for a Dragon Claw there, but we're just going to go for the kill shot here. Unfortunately, I think they're going to probably try to farm us down, but I don't think they can. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Lag. I had a charge move and I couldn't throw it. Oh man, and now this is going to be a close combat. Doesn't KO. And then more lag. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, this would have been a 5-0 set, but instead it's a 4-1. God, look at all the screen tearing. I went ahead and reset my game after that one because a lot of times when I have the issue where the screen stutters a whole lot and all that stuff, if I reset the game, it acts a little bit nicer to me. But yeah, so unfortunately, almost had a 5-0 set there, but because I had a Dragon Claw and a Blast Burn, but couldn't get it off for some reason. Whatever. Niantic, you know, I doubt you're listening, Niantic. And I don't think you're ever going to fix your game. So instead, why don't you just keep driving us away from the game? How much do you hate us? Yeah? Because when we're not giving you money, how are you going to feel then? Alright, enough rambling on about whatever garbage I'm talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I do really recommend this team. It's a very strong team. So yeah, take it easy, everybody.